check
Okay, there it goes.
check the
There it goes.
hotspot. Okay,
Fine,
cool.
it's full charge still and everything. It just died for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, I see it's back up. So there will be flatbread for everyone and a hearty cheesy soup and I should probably make a cooking roll, I presume.
Yes, please. Roll culinary or cooking or whichever it is actually where.
I have profession cook.
Yes, profession cook is what you will need.
That is 4 degrees of success.
Oh, that's going to be a tasty dish by the time that you're done.
And the bread is 5 degrees of success. A 10 and a 20, respectfully.
People are fighting over the bread.
Easy, there's more. It's easy to make. There's more. I mean,
you actually hear one of the bone pickers see one of the camp followers stands up and just, hey, we can go back to my tent if I can have that bread. And yeah, no, there are people dealing prostitute. That the bread has created a crime scene.
It's just soft flatbread.
It's
not. Naan is amazing.
Right, yes, it's the best bread that most of them have ever tasted. And they're just fighting over the bread.
I can make more. There's plenty for everyone. I should probably make a some kind of miscellaneous charm roll.
I would like a charm. Yeah, since diplomacy, I would like a charm roll to try and get them to stop fighting or soliciting for bread.
That's 2 degrees of success.
Okay, you managed to convince everyone but the breadstitute.
I don't want to know what you do with the bread. That's your business. I don't really even understand the purpose of that, so...
But...
That's just slut bread.
Oh, God damn it! God damn it!
This isn't what I had in mind when you said unlimited soup and
introducing the
breadsticks.
concept, like what happens when you introduce the concept of currency to monkeys.
Yes, literally, yeah. That is exactly what I was thinking of, actually.
But it's a bowl of soup with a cup. I guess I'm gonna have to give people 2 things of bread instead of 1. Because 1 is just going to cause a fight.
I hope to distribute that to the guards out on watch. I'll probably explain that.
Oh no! Don't do that. You'll start a gambling ring.
Oh, well, don't peasants normally do that?
Keep serving 1 bowl, 2 pieces of bread. I'm taking these away. I'll be back in a moment. And I'm going to take 2 bowls of bread and go and find Lucia and 2 bowls of bread. 2 bowls and 4 things of bread. Find Lucia.
I want a fucking bowl of bread.
Hell
yeah!
I mean, naan is good shit.
Wait, no, I want a bread bowl.
I could do that, but that's not really Thess's thing.
Yeah, anyways, I'm getting distracted.
Yes, you are. And I'm going to go find Oscar and Lucia and make sure that they're fed.
So as the reconstruction is undergoing, as Thess has disappeared with a couple of people to begin cooking something, a bit of time would pass, and then from the rather damaged alehouse, the scent of smoking meat would have a complementary scent to it, one of cooking garlic and bread and hot brewing soup. And as some of the people who were doing construction under Oscar's direction, they set in some of the last few pieces and stands and just kind of look over to him expectantly. And one would finally pipe up, where do you think this will hold? I want some soup.
Yes, that'll be fine for now, my friends. Go and get some respite.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
They
as
would
well.
hastily make their way in, absolutely not chanting soup, 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 soup the entire time. But
Once the thing is going on good, I'm going to be bringing out, like I said, make sure that the two important people to me have food.
yep. And if Andre is moving around with bread and a large vat of soup to try and feed those who are doing guard around the perimeter, most would be overly enthusiastic for the meal, though there are a few who just give him a dismissive wave, followed by a I don't think I could eat I don't think I could eat if my life depended on it right now.
I return.
Welcome back. But yes, as the group of you each play to your strengths, go about helping the town pick itself back up. A strange air of camaraderie would start to settle over the place. There'd some raucous chatter along the way. Definitely people recounting the news. There's faint rumors spreading around of like, hey, did you see that wall that propped up? Yeah, I heard some lady just called out to the water and said grow. Another group over, hey, did you know that some lizard lady made the soup? Yeah, but are you sure it was actually her? Are you sure she didn't have like a squirrel on her head or something? There would be others kind of gathered around. Did you see the Duke of our town? Yeah, I heard him before I saw him. I wasn't expecting him to go racing by on a horse covered in flour, grinning from ear to ear. But that's something I have to live with now. Just odds and ends conversations, discussions about everything and anything.
Oscar, Lucia, food.
Oh, um,
Holding out two bowls with like bread stacked on top.
I'm not going to say no, but are we? Are we?
What was it Oscar told me earlier? Yes, you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Eat.
Sure enough, this is very good soup, Thessaro. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right,
I-
all right. But only because you asked.
I didn't ask, I told.
No, you asked.
Lucia, you're going to consume something this morning that doesn't have some form of alcoholic proof, please.
starts eating the soup begrudgingly.
Good, excellent. I might. I'm hearing shouting. I'm going to have to go back over there. They're apparently fighting over the bread again.
The bread for sluts.
Well, this morning turned out more interesting than simply hobnobbing with a duke, didn't it, my witch?
Strangely, part of me kind of prefers the way it turned out. I don't like the death and destruction, but it did make the meeting short. I
You do
was
seem more comfortable when you know what to kill.
less what to kill and more what to do. I felt awkward in that room. I also didn't want to get too close to him because, you know, the way the peasants react to the term witch, I can't imagine how he would react if I was standing right next to him and he had similar connotation. Connotation, right word, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct. So it was the Skaven, the undead, now beastmen. I feel like I'm moving up a pyramid that's going to eventually end with me taking the life of a unqualified human being at some point. I'm not necessarily looking forward to that day.
Didn't we do that already?
I was going to say, Oscar, completely. Oh, did he not actually fire off at the bandits?
He fired a shot that caused a wound, and he did not actively kill anybody. This is very important. Oscar has not killed a human being yet.
I did not realize he actually hadn't gotten more than a wounding shot in that. Thank you for reminding me. I had actually forgotten that.
Oscar, my dear Chancellor Savoy, you have to understand that once a person commits themselves to the dark gods, they are no longer human. They are a vessel for whatever chaotic entity they have chosen. By dead to rights, it is more cruel to leave them alive.
That's true enough, but what about Sage's gang? They didn't have to die for what they did. We fought in self-defense, I know that. With the exception of Sage, they refused to surrender, but their deaths didn't feel necessary to me. Their own fault that they weren't necessary, but...
No human will ever feel like a necessary death. Even those who have given themselves over to the dark gods will still feel wrong to kill somehow. But the life you are now in will require you to make that judgment call. You cannot torture yourself with regret over it later. If it's the wrong one, you admit your fault and do what is right to fix it. Most oftenly, though, you will find that those who raise weapons against you are those who you have to kill not for survival, but because it's the right thing to do.
I suppose you're right, and maybe it is strange of me that...
It is not about your survival. It is always about, what if I let them live? Who else suffers? I'm done now. Sorry, the connection cut.
That's quite all right. You know, it's kind of funny in a way, Lucia. I was trained to make weapons, and without bragging, I'm very good at it, at least compared to my fellow students. I never once had a moral qualm in my head about making guns or swords or bullets or arrows, anything of the sort. But I've only started having these feelings now I'm the one actually using them. I wonder what that says about me.
That you made a tool. For all you know, most of your guns ended up in vans of farmers to drive off wild game or orcs. You don't know what people do with tools. Just because you make the weapon doesn't mean that you're the one who used it. Good grief. Then we would be charging blacksmiths with murder because someone stabbed someone with a kitchen knife.
And that train of logic ends with getting them the iron miners in for conspiracy as well.
And you can't do that. Don't beat yourself up over what other people do with your tools.
No, I won't. It's just... I wasn't really worried about that part. It was more just an idle thought. And... well, I certainly need to outfit all of you before we go back down there. I've got that pouch of schematics of the Kislevite designs that were due to be delivered up to Erengrad. Maybe I'll have a flip through there and see if there's anything useful in our current circumstances.
That quite useful indeed. Do let us know if we can contribute.
I'll probably be dipping into the resources that we've collected, the various raw materials and the money we've scraped off our expeditions. I'll let you all know how much it costs, of course.
Indeed.
Has anyone seen Andre on his circuit? He should be due back any time now.
From the ale, from the ale house. No, no, no. Bread is not acceptable currency.
What? Oh, but bread.
There's more bread here. Go eat.
Thesserau has plenty. You don't need to get bread for bread.
Was that a pun?
They just take the bread, expecting someone
That was
to
an
steal it. No warning.
innuendo. Another one, Oscar.
Lucia's blushing
that
and
kind of
hiding
day.
her hand in her head. Her head in her hand.
Oscar, you think like a sailor. Goodness. And I return on my high horse.
Ha!
I grew up with a very extensive family in a major trade city. You would be amazed at the things I've seen, and probably some of the things I've done.
Possibly. That's a conversation for later. Not. Stop stealing the soup!
Can't catch me.
It's not stealing
There's
if
the-
you're giving it away.
There's one person that just was that a person? Is that no, I'm seeing things. I have to be seeing things. Otherwise that person had a tail, and I don't want to know that.
Oh.
That's a... oh dear, that's a thought.
No, that person did not have
Nope.
a tail. It was just a weird coat. It was
Yes.
a weird
Yeah,
coat.
no, that's
Weird
coat.
coat.
it's just weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna stoop, and they just zone in on their food and drink to forget.
Lucia
That's
goes
made me
chasing
realise
after.
something.
Lucia goes chasing after the person with the weird tail.
Oscar's going with her.
Rodlin will get up and he's having at this point, he's going to have swiped a hand over his outfit and had it changed back to the much less conspicuous, just traveling attire as opposed to his bright and colorful wizard robes.
Why do I
I'm
feel like
going
it's
to-
the weird unzipping glamour but played backwards?
Literally, yes.
Oh God.
I'd better go with them in case there's trouble. Keep serving. Make sure that careful with the proportions. I'll
Yes,
be
ma'am,
back,
Professor Rao.
and I will
Yeah.
follow belatedly after the other two.
All right. Lucia and Oscar would be able to catch up with the betaled thief quickly as they round a corner, catching it slip by. It stops, or it kind of stops having tucked into a building. It would look up. It looks up to you, and you recognize one of the Skaven slaves that had been taken up with the group. One of Niaro's converts. It seems to be wearing. It looks like they took a screwdriver, or sorry, not a screwdriver. It looks like they took an awl, strung a cord around it, and put that around their neck. They simply look up at Lucia and Oscar and hold the bowl back up. Soup?
Greetings, friend of Nyaro. Do you have a name of your own?
It squeaks for a moment. Gnarl calls me Pebbles because he had to tell me that I was not allowed to eat pebbles, so the name stuck. Hello, I'm Pebbles. It's good to meet you. Do you want soup?
Pebbles.
Yeah. Sorry.
And approaching from the, having caught up a little bit, and shifted
gonna
back
say,
to his old man hobble.
So Rodolin probably would have gotten there about the same time that Fess did, because she had taken off belatedly as well. So the two of you probably would have kind of joined together to catch up with them. So as it's offering up the soup, Fess and Rodolin would both be there to hear this strange little Skaven just like, hello, I am part of Niara flock.
I have to make a willpower roll. It's a Skaven.
You do. But you do have a bonus because it's trying to offer you your own soup.
Doodle, did you
I have to find where. Yep.
order goat cheese?
Did I want a goat cheese?
Did you order goat cheese?
No, I did not.
Okay, there's just a loaf of goat cheese at the door.
I did not order a goat cheese.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
confused.
That is a 0.7 on the willpower roll. I like these dice. I've never used these dice before.
There's an almost strange reaction of seeing something so outlandish. It circles the gamut back around to being adorable.
I mean, that seems to be the effect I have on people. So sometimes, huh? Skaven offering to share food.
I grabbed the bowl of soup. I bring it back. It smells
No,
good.
no. I was simply worried it was another kind of Skaven.
Oh, no. I was doing the rounds and making sure that there were none of the bad Skavens up here.
Thank you.
It is my turn. Yaro's down. Lord Yaro, it would be Naro is down resting and it told me that be good and to not do this. Oh no, I did it bad.
No, you're fine. The soup is for everyone who defended the city.
We were mostly
So-
curious because we did not expect you to be here.
There's lots of commotion around. We thought there was more given from above.
No,
We
not yet.
had to spread out and to fan out. Niaro said that there were these horned things that had come out of some of the buildings, and Niaro told us and the others to scurry and to be safe. And he grabbed a mace, or he grabbed a flail and took care, or tried to take care of the horned beastie folkies.
Is he okay?
I don't know. I was gonna bring him soup.
Well, we should check in on him.
Okay, will you help me bring him soup?
Of course. There should be bread to go with that soup.
What's a bread?
Oh, this is the most delightful thing.
It tastes like warp stone?
It's bread. It's its own unique. Let me get you some
Can you make warp stone into bread?
bread.
I'm slightly confused by the concept of bread, but if you pull off a piece of flat bread, the rat will rat and just bread.
Boggle.
I mean,
Boggle?
it's bread.
Boggle and chew on the bread, and then boggle some more after biting the bread.
Does it have to resist becoming a slut?
No. No.
That bread.
It doesn't.
This is a European country introduced to none.
I was joking with Doodle earlier today that, like, yes, asexuality, the sexual attraction to bread.
And then we got into a whole conversation of how Tess might be bread sexual.
I see.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. We should definitely check in on Niaro. If he was out trying to help, he could be injured.
Was he? Do you know if he was injured? Was he, or was he
We
simply
don't.
resting last you'd seen him?
Wait,
He says, looking at Pebbles.
Pebbles would shake their head. I don't know where brother is. He told us to run and be safe.
all right.
We had been digging and we found it a small way up to the surface, and we were using that we were being good and staying out of the tunnel, but we had to go up and get supplies occasionally.
All right, lead the way.
It would look slightly confused to the group, but head out of the little broken down hovel and proceed to lead the way back. The pathway normally in and out of the sewers. It looks like there had been a small amount of skirmishing around here. It seems that at least a few of the Beasticores and Ungors had managed to push this far in, though it doesn't appear as though they managed to get beneath the city.
They got far into the city. If it was a more concerted attack, this would have been. I don't even want to think about it.
But the little Skaven would turn and just are up and out it over here in one of the buildings that no people use.
Excellent.
It leads the group over into what is a very dilapidated and were this modern times, there would be foreclosed signs, or they're not foreclosed, condemned signs every 5 feet along the outside. But making your way into the first floor, a quick set of stairs off to the side that once led down to a cellar, leads down, and it's a little tight of a squeeze. Mori, if he were here, would definitely not be able to fit through. But the Skaven would wiggle through, and before long, those following would find themselves back into that topmost den of the sewers in the offside where several giant rats had originally called home. The Skaven had set up a small little commune down here. It wasn't really much, but it lacked the overt, just ramshackled nature of most Skaven craft. Granted, it kind of looked like someone who was learning how to create things for the first time, so most of the things are far shoddier than they normally would be, but they lack the rough edges and sharp angular triangles that are found in most Skaven craft. But about that time, there would be another one of the smaller one, or another one of the liberated slaves that would come rushing over to meet the others. Where Nero? I don't know. Where Nero? Last I heard him come back in, grab something, and head back up, but he looked scratchy.
Where did he head?
I show.
Thank you.
They would be let out the proper way this time.
Oh.
And off a little ways, there would be several dispatched Ungor and Gore, and leaned up against a wall, injured but very much not dead, lies a singular Skaven with a flail. Shallow breaths coming out of his chest as it rises and falls.
Niaro.
Thus, Lady Thus.
You are injured.
I tired, not injured. Injured.
You are injured, but tired too. I need Lucia, I need some of your cleaning fluid.
Leaning blue. Oh, you want right? Hands a flask.
Yes, please. Thank you. Don't tell me I'm adopting another accent. Okay. Off with the shirt, Niaro. I need to look at your injuries.
The bits of armor that were gifted to the tiny rat would be moved off of his frame, and you can tell through the armor and the clothes that a few knife or spear hits made their way through, and with the armor shuffled off to the side, it appears that the armor was the only thing that kept those blows from being mortal wounds, as there are multiple shallow cuts and glancing bruises here or there.
You are an awesome
Okay.
person.
Let's get you cleaned up.
Okay. I think human may have seen, but they just scream confusion, run.
I get that sometimes too. It's okay. You were here helping defend the city.
Yeah,
If
what
necessary,
I like about you, Lady Thess. You like me. Different, but good.
we do our best. If necessary, I will speak for you. Hold still. What do we got?
Oh, that's sting. Oh, that's sting too.
That is a 15 on a heal check.
He is currently sitting on the edge of being heavily wounded. He's got about 4 wounds left to him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll treat I'll clean and treat and bandage the injuries. I might have to scavenge fabric from somewhere. I might as well just get rid of this jacket. I've already dealt with the sleeve. Oh,
No.
Thundrill is going to kill me.
Niaro weakly holds up a paw in protest.
No, no protesting. Stop.
But I just a dig rat. Don't waste your fabric on someone as lowly as me.
Lucia takes off her belt.
Even the even okay.
She hands her belt to Thess and goes, "Here, use this to tie it off."
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
Uh, Niaro, the jacket is ruined anyway, for one. But even the least among us can be the most heroic. You are deserving of every bit as care of as anyone else. Now, hush. Let me do my job.
Okay. I know. No.
At any rate, 15 to treat him.
Oh yeah. Between the original willpower to deal with the first ones and the stitching over of wounds, give me another willpower roll, would you?
Thank you. Yes, of course. Fortunately, willpower is one of my better stats. Especially after encountering Niaro. It's 1 degree of success. Not as good, but
Okay. As you're able to sit there and ignore the cries in the back of your head as you continue to patch through wounds and stitch a spot here, stitch a spot there. By the time that you're done, that violent need to I just gotta cave a skull in, it's lessened.
okay.
Your that genetic impulse has seemed to winnow its way down to one of the good ones.
Okay. That's a change.
Essentially, you have a +20 to willpower checks involving Yarrow.
Okay. I'll huh.
Did I mess up my microphone?
Okay. I'll have to add that to my notebook later.
All right.
Lizard notes.
Can I?
I have many.
All right. As you patch up the rat and put the worst of the wounds, essentially put the worst of the insides back into the outside, or worst of the outside back into the inside.
Absolutely.
Nyara would give it would fade from grunts of pain into eventually a quiet sigh of relief, and then finally the sounds of a sleeping rat as the fatigue, not the injuries, take over. He's clearly still alive, just exhausted.
Not to quote professional doctors, but rest well and check in with me in the morning.
The other Skaven, Pebbles, or no, Pebbles was left behind. The other Skaven who had brought you over to Nyara would give a couple of nods. Okay, we send a runner. Yes, come CC. Yes, if Nyara could. Yes.
Excellent. It's the second set of nice clothes I've owned in a few days. Oh,
But yeah, there's still more to be done, and there's still a lot more that can be done around the town. Construction will likely be ongoing for multiple days at this point. But at the moment, there is a strange sort of calm. Almost as though the worst has passed, the sense of the calm after the storm. And it wouldn't just be the lot of you, the bulk of the townsfolk around as well seem to also have uplifted spirits and brighter airs about them.
Hmm.
Glorious.
that's a good change. Excellent.
This burgeoning town has survived its first trial.
I can only,
Yes.
Only a few
can only imagine what a
Only a-
culture it will breed in time.
Only a few hundred more trials ahead.
On
Still,
that in the short term.
I don't have anything. Well, yes, I don't have anything better to do with my time right now. I have a lot to do. Just don't know if it's better.
Seems we broke their
Still,
siege quite quick.
Well,
I
the siege
think the
will
flower.
spare us. Sorry.
I think the flower explosions contributed greatly to that.
Indeed, they
Also,
were
we
quite
have-
marvelous.
We may have broken their assault, but I don't believe we've broken their siege quite yet, or at least all of it. Fortunately, we should know. By the morning, I should know their location. Maybe faster if
I'm going to guess it's one of those tribes to the south I found out about.
One could presume.
Well,
What more did you hear? Is there anything you've heard about? Have not anything more you've heard about them?
afraid not. These ones are a little bit different than the ones back home, but they're still feral, chaotic animals. And I'm glad we felled their siege so quick. I've heard siege warfare can be some of the worst when you're on the defense. It's the waiting that normally kills you.
I honestly think that these were not very well organized. An organized siege would have cracked this open.
Well, they probably can't muster much up. They are mostly animal.
They
Don't be
can
so
be
quick to
cunning.
dismiss them.
They
Ah,
are
yes.
capable of quite cunning leadership on occasion.
They were no match for our greatness. Ah,
I'm
Well,
not sure I'd call it greatness, but you did exceptionally out there, Sir Andre. I can't deny it.
yes, I didn't quite see what happened over here. What happened to you when we split up?
Well, a Minotaur
Ah,
happened, and then a demon happened to the Minotaur, and then Thesserau happened to the demon.
that
Ah,
sums it up. I also happened to the Minotaur. Did you hear, Oscar? The Minotaur called me a bitch. A lizard bitch, admittedly, but a bitch. That's exciting. I'm getting recognized as my proper gender.
Oscar blinks a couple of times before realizing the significance of that, and then just goes, "Well, at least it wasn't a complete monster."
Oh no, no, it was a complete monster.
at least it wasn't a bigoted monster.
Pretty sure it was, but
careful!
it's dead now, so that's okay.
The forces of
Don't
chaos hate
dwell over
all living
long.
things equally.
Don't dwell over long on the notion of its, on any notion that it might be, well, that it could have been worse. Those fiends might hear that thought the next time you fight them, and be less courteous to draw more emotion.
Don't get me wrong, I'll never show mercy to a single thing of chaos.
Nor will I.
Nyara sneezes in his sleep.
All right, except for maybe that one.
Technically, he's not of chaos. Even I don't know. Roland, has your sense gone off, or is mine just dead?
Mine's
Oh,
going off, but it's not as strong as it used to be.
he's Skaven, as creatures of flesh, are different already. Nyaro is different among Skaven. There is a reason. I believe the reason Nyaro can be what he is largely because of the fact of how the many and significant differences between how demons are bound to their heritage and creators, and how the Skaven have a much different relationship. One that appears to be far more malleable, alterable. They are flesh. The demons are of the aether, so they have a little more wiggle room, like creatures with will and souls to pull away from it, but only ever if they are properly prompted, it seems. I suppose we have our Lord Sigmar to thank for that one.
If you listen to Niaro, we do. I believe him.
I believe that he believes in Sigmar.
He was willing to
We'll see.
offer himself unto death to satisfy our need to prove himself. I don't know what else he could have done, but he seems legitimately there.
Yaro is a noble soul.
I. Hmm.
His first instinct was to fight the Beastmen. He didn't have to do that.
No, he did
And-
not.
And the first instinct to fight is something almost entirely unseen in the Skaven. Truly.
Roland, how much do you know about the history of the Skaven and the lizard folk? Lizard men? Folk? Whatever.
Oh, well. I know that, unfortunately, I don't know a great deal. I know that they are at odds, and as all
They are
as
primarily afraid of us. And we are driven at our core to kill them. It isn't a question, it is like a predator hunts its preferred prey.
Instinct.
Yes, if you'd like, a little more complex than that, but yes. He was willing to stand his ground within arm's reach of me.
Well, yes, he is quite the brave and noble soul. He's not like the rest of his kind.
That's just it, he's not. And the fact that I was within arm's reach of him and unwilling to kill him, I don't know what it means, but it's significant.
Well, you're both unique. I don't think that should be a surprise to you. The fates have the way of arranging events such as this. I mean, what are the odds that one of the kindest and smartest of lizard men finds one of the kindest and smartest of a Skaven?
Please do not refer to me as lizard men. I'm not like them.
Um, Apologies. Still, I don't think it's a coincidence you met.
Your meaning is taken, yes. I don't know. Still, we should let him rest. And I have a ale house to get back to. If they haven't burned it down yet.
begun sparring matches over more of that bread.
I hope
Such
they
unseemly
haven't.
things.
You know full well they've started a
bread-
full gambling den and black market over this bread. It is delicious.
Lucia, it's just bread. Oh,
I've heard such unseemly things said about the acquiring of this bread.
That's one future I'm not quite one future I'm not confident to search into.
I'm inclined to agree.
That being said, if it is quite so wonderful, I
The-
would quite enjoy the opportunity. Mhm.
Go ahead.
I would quite enjoy the chance to have someone to taste some of it at our own
I mean,
home.
What
absolutely.
would
In fact, I have a full meal planned for us tonight, but siege happened.
one second? What would you do for Thess's bread?
God damn it!
Clearly prostitution.
Apparently,
Butt
we have
stuff.
started something.
Butt stuff.
Oh no. Alright, well, you know the meme to make
Apparently,
everyone.
I'm just
If-
picturing like the backroom talk of like the $20 is $20 talk, except hey, I may be straight, but Thessa's bread is Thessa's bread.
All right, Milk. I need a meme of something that says, "I may be straight, but Thessa's bread is Thessa's bread."
Nope.
Oh, moon. I have liquor here for this reason. We will try this sour cherry mead together, and it will be glorious.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I hope not to offend Oscar in my Sigmar denialism.
Oscar's far too shaken up right now to really acknowledge that.
That's okay.
He is currently riding a mixture of adrenaline, euphoria, blank terror, and just a lot of life choices.
I guess if we have a second while they're getting a drink. So,
Well, no, go ahead. This is good.
so, Oscar, you stared down yet another demon and rose to the occasion.
Yeah, I'm just in the middle of repressing that, if I'm honest.
No, you should feel good about it. You did the right thing. You did a hard thing.
I don't know.
You-
I was terrified beyond all rational thought, and then it threatened the others, and I just attacked.
I'll put my hand on Oscar's shoulder. You acted in the way befitting of a knight.
Thank you.
I'll give a nice hearty tap after that and just kind of go back to the normal.
Quite the compliment from a Bretonian.
Lucia takes off her
He's-
jacket that she removed the belt from and wraps it around Oscar. Here, hide in this.
Thank you, Lucia.
Someone say ales earlier?
Believe.
Yes, come on, Dre. I'm going to drink you under table.
Well,
Yes, I was the one who said that Oscar should come and drink some ales to wash away the panic.
I'll have you know, Lucia. Remember when I drank your bathtub swill and survived?
Yes.
I think I'm getting used to your kind of drink.
You had 1 cup. I drink entire
It's a
flasks of it
process.
on an hourly basis.
Oh, come. I'm quite the glorious drinker as well. I doubt you can drink me under the table.
This is where I feel
I
like
suppose-
Lucia should have a shirt on right now that says, "I drank Bugman's and lived."
Due to where Moon has placed us in the timeline, Bugman's isn't a thing yet, actually.
But for the Knigget, it's been famous last words.
Well, actually, to be fair, there probably is a Bugman's Dwarven Brewery, but the most famous batches made by the Joseph Bugman aren't due to happen for about 300 years.
mm-hmm.
No one's
Is it-
sampling the 6X, unfortunately.
Well,
Moon
What if,
shows the ability to make
if you
references.
are intent on... We all start talking at the same time.
Yep,
I'll go
I
last.
love it. It's amazing.
it happens.
So apparently we're trying mead today that I picked up at Ren Fair. So
Oh,
this
Ooh.
is it's a sour cherry, and I have an elderberry that we're also going to be cracking open to try.
oh,
I don't normally
that sounds
I
so
do not
good.
normally I don't normally drink when playing Thess for a variety of reasons, but oops, I just knocked over the bottle. But this stuff is good.
Little liquid courage never hurt anyone.
Oh, Thess doesn't need courage. Thess needs less courage.
Fest needs self-preservation instincts.
Thess
She
needs
needs-
someone to smack her on the head and tell her that she needs to not keep risking herself pointlessly. I was talking about Thess's lack of self-preservation.
This seems fine to me. She's a hero.
That's true. Well, I mean, I kind of I have a thing I want to talk to you about that I think would be hilarious.
Oh.
But it'd really only be good, Moon, for a one-off down the line.
I am sorry about that. I have there is the correct amount of blood is in my alcohol system.
Lucky.
Yumo. Do you know what Macho Man Randy Savage once tested positive for blood in his cocaine system?
Hey, guys,
Yeah.
Yup.
YouTube has updated its monetization policy. Are you ready for this one?
Oh no.
You are
Oh,
now
no.
allowed to swear in the first 7 seconds of a video without being demonetized.
Wait,
Well,
what?
fuck them.
I can say fuck in the first 7 seconds now? God damn it, it doesn't feel as fucking fuck. It doesn't feel as taboo anymore. I'm upset.
Wow, you can use naughty words now.
Now it's just... Now how else are you going to get your thrills?
Okay, I think I'm back.
Welcome back.
I am
Thank you.
so back.
You're in your era.
I guess it's definitely not white girl summer. It's definitely the large man sweat death summer.
I'm fortunate I'm skinny.
That's probably a fortunate thing right now.
Listen, I have lost enough weight that I can say a toddler's gone missing, but that still does not make me any better inclined to deal with 90 degrees at night.
I was gonna say you actually look good.
I'm down. My weight's been a constant fight. Like my absolute heaviest was almost 400. I'm down to like 330. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice.
The weight is a lifelong battle, and anyone who's fighting with it right now, you have my support, and I am proud of you. You can do the thing. I fucking believe in you.
Fuck you, stop saying me.
No, fuck you. You're
What?
seen.
I mean, you're seen, V. That's why we go
God
climbing.
damn it.
I think we kind of like you or something.
No, you do also like legitimately. You have lost weight since the last time I've seen you.
Okay, yes, I've lost 14 pounds. Bite me.
Okay, where and how hard?
I mean, I'd offer, but then I'd have to take pictures for the boyfriend.
The jawline, you have to ask Sophie first, and how hard is however fucking hard you want, if I'm entirely honest. Excuse me, not the jawline, the collarbone. And however hard is however the fuck you want, and you have to ask Sophie first, but you also have to take pictures of the bruises afterwards.
So I don't, because she already has been asking why we're not sleeping together.
Because
The
you're
Bible's just
straight.
accepted that everyone's a little moon sexual.
Polite
No.
reminder that we're all still live on the internet.
I don't care. I'm a sex positive channel. For fuck's
Did you
sake,
get into
my
the bread?
bird has bitties. I mean titties. Whatever you want to call
Did
it.
you get into the bread?
The
Do they-
bread was deliciously drugged.
So this banter is not uncommon for myself and Fee on streams.
I once
And I had my shame surgically removed as a teenager.
Hold on. I once ran a sex positive sex talk show on Twitch for 6 months.
Good.
Wait, that actually happened? I didn't hallucinate that?
Yeah, no, we were doing that up until she banned Hetty from the Discord, and I got pissed.
I thought that was a hallucination.
It was such a delightful hallucination, Moon.
That's the difference. It wasn't a. It was a hallucination, just a collective one.
I mean, if I could have a curious straight man on, I would do it again.
I mean, if you'd known me 5 years ago, I would have fit that category, but yeah.
What?
Same.
By curious straight man? Yeah, no, that's what I would need.
By the gods.
Give me an excuse
So,
to use my
speaking
degrees.
of bi-curious straight men, it's about the time the Duke would be riding through the town,
Excuse me?
trying to largely just walk around and be a beacon of hope, just going to each of the individual, not each individual citizen, this is a large town, but he's going, to the people who come by, offering not true alms, but is, offering like a loaf of bread to this one, some bandages or a spot of coin to this one, a few who are injured, previously injured without any attendance. He, produces from a pack and drops off one of the healing drops that have been seen all over town, but he proceeds to drop one of those off too before giving the group of you a nod. Thank you for standing around here.
Of course. This is our home as well.
That brings a smile
Pleasure
to
to
his
help
face.
you, my lord.
It's a pleasure to have you in your battles, or pleasure to have you and your steed on this battle. He'd look the group over for a minute. I also heard tale that there was a possible witch on the loose, though I'm sure they're long gone by now, right?
I'm standing
Wink.
right here.
You are.
I am. Oh,
I think if I recall,
nope. The witch left. Definitely headed north, out of town after she sealed up the gate so you couldn't chase her.
Just has a look on his face of, are you as dense as the ice you conjure?
Yes.
Oh,
You are all lucky. You are all lucky. I'm still riding high on the joy that is these flower bombs. And yeah, what check?
I was gonna see if I noticed that she was lying.
Oscar over here. Ah!
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a roll. I forgot Andre wasn't there.
I was not there, so I failed evaluate. by a degree. I'll let it stand.
Oh God, you think?
I'll look to Lucia and be like, my God, they were led by a foul sorceress. No wonder why they displayed some level of intelligence. We will have to find them post haste.
Tess
It's very fortunate
kind of
then that the
has a look on her face of he can't be that dense.
Lucia's
Just kind of
looking at Thess and nodding,
bewildered.
nodding like, mm-hmm.
She kind of shrugs, raises an eyebridge, and says, "Yes, the witch left town. We scared her off."
No. Witches are it.
Indeed.
Fair.
Nefarious
Lucia is-
creatures they are.
And how
Duke is
glorious it
biting
is that the Lord and his chosen vassals and servants have vanquished the demon she attempted to spawn in her wake.
Wait a minute, out of character, didn't we introduce me as Ice Witch of Kislev to this man no more than an hour ago?
Yes, which is why the Duke is biting his lip and just nodding his head and just. This is better than wine.
I even handed him forms.
I know.
No, he knows. He was making okay.
Yeah, he stopped. He kind of waves it off. That said, he'd look the group over. Mr. Morehire, or Sir Morehire, he stops for a moment. You hear lit come out of his mouth before he bites his tongue, corrects himself. Lady Thesserau and Lord Morehire.
Yes, hello.
I am regretful in the fact that I will require those specific breastplates back.
Of course.
That
Hold on.
that
And I'll start the process of taking them off. I have no problems giving them back to him.
that said, I am not above you being able to earn some of the actual plate. These are rather decorative showpieces. I'm pretty sure if a countess was here, she would have you watched the Duke shudder in fear for a moment.
Well, for my part, the only injury I took was on my arm, which is nowhere near the breastplate, so it's in as good condition as it was when I received it.
Is
Leave
your
here,
countess
despite some gore.
is your countess firm, your lordship?
My mother is rather a wrathful figure at times.
I see.
Yes, the breastplates bear. It's been stylized at this point in time, but it's an old family crest, and I can just hear her screaming if I had gotten them marred or damaged beyond recognition. A bit of proving is fine, but a lot of proving is, well, a trip to the forge.
Understood. Here.
You're fine. You need. All right. Thank you. You
You're welcome.
need not have dressed down at the moment. I was going to request that you all return back to the manor after you are able to pick yourselves back up. I can already see the forms I'll have to fill out.
The paperwork
I
never
see.
ends.
And would your lordship prefer this sword returned to you, or you now, or one of your servants shortly? He says, taking the khopesh off of his hip, where it had been hidden under his cloak after the transition back to regular clothes.
Once you're there, we'll have a servant to come around to gather up the borrowed equipment. were we not so thin in regimental forces, I wouldn't have had to gear you all up, but I am grateful at the very least that you all survived with a relative lack of injuries. I
Indeed.
yes,
Not a
without saying
scratch.
sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, indeed, the lady's holy light suffused me and repelled the strikes of the dark ones from me. Not a scratch was landed upon me.
Indeed, is that so? I
Indeed.
had heard tales of the knights of your land, but I thought them to be just that, tales.
Oh, some of it is quite true. Perhaps I'll tell you about them sometime.
I would be honored to hear about them, but yes, another time. Now is not the moment for such frivolities. Which he adds on with a bit of a morose air.
I'll quickly give him, like, I'm not going to say it in character because I don't know all the details, but I'll give him a situation report of all the breaches and who's there. Like, take like a few minutes to do that, I suppose. While I'm taking off the armor.
There are. I was going to say the situation that Andre would have been able to report back is that along the outskirts near the essentially the south where the bulk of the forces came from, there are multiple breaks and fractures along the wall where they had tried to either break through with a ram or kick through with hooves. As the angles steepened, as they would have had to clear more and more of the city to get around, the damage is substantially lessened until it gets to the city wall up near the palace, or no, the palace for lack of a better term. As the walls up there had taken a redoubled amount of damage.
Hmm. I don't want to take up too much of the time, but
I'm more just like that's the bulk of information that would have been transferred over. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say that well, if you particularly need anything, any help in continuing the repair efforts and making sure that the town is safe, I would be more than willing to help you, especially considering you have your forces stretched so thin right now.
Perhaps tomorrow, after I have had a chance to catch up on these inventory reports and the like. Tomorrow would be a good time. I would like the group of you all, if you are able to meet back with me in the in the throne room doubles as a dignitary receiving area. There are files and forms and charts. There's a small seating area up to one of the sides as well. You'd be able to continue a privated conversation if the need arises.
Of course. I'd
would
be
be
happy
honored.
to attend.
I look forward to it.
You're saying something, Lucia?
No, I just realized Maury technically has more rights than me here.
The Duke would blink a couple of times.
He has voting right.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no.
So,
Bear has
so when we
citizenship and
okay,
voting right.
when we had to register the manor house, there was some additional attached paperwork to allow an additional resident of the house, only one, to vote. Some archaic proxy landowner thing, and I put Maury down.
Well, such
You-
a thing is not uncommon.
For
You
the
put down
for the savage ice bear to be able to vote? Really? Huh.
Well, technically, it could be any name, but I put Maury down, and I didn't put your name down because you're a foreign national, and I didn't put Andre's name down because he's a foreign national, and I don't have a country I come from. Toralastor isn't exactly my country of creation, and I don't really have much rights there. And Oscar's from Nuln, so and Rodlin, I really didn't know where you were from, so I put down Maury.
There's just a lot of blinking
Wrong.
right now.
slow blinks from the Duke. You watch his face recoil as a sort of mental pain shoots through his head.
Tess grins at her bureaucratic wizardry.
No. Now I have
yes.
to really now I really have to hurt his head. She looks over at Morhan and goes, "Hear that? You get invited to the party." And in Kislev, "Hear that? You get invited to the party, and you get to vote."
Back in Kislev, I get to go to party. Their food at party. Their
Ah.
food at the party.
Ah.
Okay, Lucia, slow down. I only understood party. My mastery of your language isn't that good yet.
Did
What?
did the bear speak? Maury just
Turns to Oscar. How do I answer that?
I think Albion's AFK.
He just which is honestly perfect, as I just imagine Oscar staring off into the distance as the Duke nods a couple of times. I must take my leave, and he does.
See, I told you the paperwork would come back to be beneficial.
Such a thing is not strange where I'm from. Horses have more rights than the peasants.
Okay, that's just
That
because
shouldn't
you
be
think
how that works.
the bear. No one will believe you.
I mean, it's legal. We have copies of the paperwork.
You know, Maury can talk, so I guess it makes sense.
Esperance kind of whinnies in dismay, just very much just like, I have voting rights too. I'm special. I'm important. I'm a horse. Look at me prance.
Yes, back home you can vote. I'll pat Esperance on the head. And you make a very fine landlord, too.
We should get home before something else happens.
You should have seen the one. Well, I don't know if it quite considers the way you're right. It's quite the same as a right to vote, but there was once a talking griffin who was sat in with who was a teacher's assistant for one of my wizarding classes.
Some of you would remember a giant bird having approached this settlement about a month ago. And just as quickly as it arrived, it parted, but there would be a couple of the gathered folks around as not so much a small crowd is forming, but the Duke tends to generate a crowd wherever he goes. Someone in the throng would look over. Oh, the big flappy thing. That
what?
was a griffin.
Apparently, a
Was it
griffin visited here.
was it
Although I think it
saddled?
was. I was going to say, I think it was a giant eagle.
Was it wild or feral?
What was
If it was an
Was it
eagle,
saddled?
isn't that something you'd know about this? No offense. What, she spent time with elves. The only time I've ever heard of eagles is from elves.
Yes, though not commonly. At least not among the elves I was with.
Well, to answer your question, I'm fairly certain he wasn't saddled, as it were, but he did have bags. He did have some ties for baggage.
Strange.
Yes, indeed.
Good to know. Good to know. I'm headed home. Uh, Today did not go like I expected. The last few days have not gone like I expected.
Well, regardless, the fates have blessed us.
I'm fairly certain that is a matter of perspective. For now, I just want to go home and actually get something aside from soup in my stomach. As good as it is.
Yes, 'twas quite good.
I should get back to my workshop as soon as possible. It's clear that I need to move up my timetable on some of these projects I'm working on. I'll probably need to outsource a few of them as well.
I will probably not go to bed right away. I'll probably just work with Sage and just keep things going through the night.
If you need any help, Oscar, running messages or anything, let me know. I don't have much to do myself. Few letters to write, but food to make, but not really anything serious.
So, not to
I'm-
tax the internet issues, but also, Doodle, your device beeped at us several times again. I don't know what that means.
Food is probably food is probably ready to be pulled out and served.
As much as I would like to go later tonight, I also have to remember that Albia needs sleep, and we need to not already be behind on our sleep on day -1 of a convention.
I was going to say, so as
Fair enough. It is 11 o'clock local time.
So as a lot of you may get back to the manor, to rest, to recover, to catch up on the assorted tasks. Sage, along with a small contingent of just the town guard, would eventually come staggering back to the manor. Not so much drop off the squire, but gingerly sat him on the steps before they continue making their way back. Much like many of the other town defenders, he'd been off taking care of some things, and much in the same way of Nyaro, his lack of combat expertise had caught up with him sooner rather than later. Though you can tell that he definitely wasn't completely on the losing side, as he seems to have added a couple of trophies to his belt, namely an Ungor's axe and what looks like a Beastagor's horn.
Ah, good work.
Yep. But the rest of the, I mean, he would respond back to Andre, but he's definitely going to require rest for a few days. Ooh, the dice were not kind. But the day would turn into night, night would turn into morning. And for once, the group would have been able to experience an evening into a morning without a new threat or siege or war horn being blown or strange demon being summoned into the house or odd manner of things. For once, there was just a quiet evening.
At last, I can finish reading the book I started.
Back to the workshop. Back to the projects.
I
At least
do
by,
always love.
at least by next time, Ronald and I will have proper protection.
Indeed.
Food is made available, actual like 3 or 4 course food, which I put the menu there like what, 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? Something like that. It's been a minute. Will be provided for those who are in the house. Those who are not in the house, there will be leftovers, and those who are consumed by the work will receive a visit from Thess with a tray and food, and be insisted upon that they eat.
Oh man, the responses would go anywhere from, thank you, lovely lizard lady, to just like, woo, fast broth, fast soup.
Well, in this case, this is the menu that was for after our meeting with the Lord, which I put out like what 3-4 weeks ago, which like was specifically for the folks in the house. That was like 4 or 5 courses. Yeah, it feels like it's been an eternity.
Scrumptious.
Oscar is very grateful for the food as he works in his workshop, but is currently disassembling several of the gadgets we found from the Skaven while going over a set of blueprints that have written at the top of them in Dwarven runes, Damaz Dron.
I only know some of those runes.
Damaz Dron, the Thundering Grudge. Seems like an appropriate name for your new weapon.
I will memorize the runes then.
Excellent.
Thank you, Oscar. Your work is always appreciated.
Hopefully it'll be ready in time for our next expedition.
Oh, I hope so. If not, we'll work through as we always do.
I thought of an image that's super funny. Just Andre hanging upside down doing sit-ups on the banister, reading a book at the same time.
Love. I mean, proper athletic multitasking. Oh my god, no, but even better yet, the Andre's got a book and is doing sit-ups. His squire is doing sit-ups without a book, and the whole time Andre is using the book to quiz him.
Regardless, Oscar, don't work too late. You need your rest just like the rest of us do.
No worries. My work will only suffer if I push myself past my limits, and then I'll make an inferior weapon. Patience is the keyest tool of the craftsman.
I'll have to remember this. It's important for cooks as well.
Make sure that everyone gets to bed. I'll just sleep in tomorrow.
You should always sleep in.
Why?
After all, why? Why? Well, this looks a little caught off guard by that question, actually. Blink, blink. Because you have to maintain your porcelain skin, and then she's off through the door and into her room.
Blink, 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 blink. I'm not that white.
Oh
No,
god,
it's
I'm
porcelain,
resisting the
says-
urge.
No, Nora's porcelain, says the player.
Don't resist the urge.
Oh, no.
Give in.
Oh, well, Lucia, I will admit that one time I lost you in the drywall when I wasn't looking too closely.
Andre, Andre. Go put up,
Yes.
go
So-
put up your horse and get to bed, or you will find your room
You
covered
hear a
in
si-
snow.
You hear a singular, dignified snort come from the woodwork of the manor.
I can melt the snow too. Do you know what wood rot would do to manor?
You know what I would do to
It's
me?
a fairly solid
I-
stone construction.
Oh, don't worry, House. I'm sure she's
You-
only. I'm sure she remembers that you are what keeps the rain off of her.
You know, Rodolin, if I'm gonna make threats, you could at least not immediately diffuse them.
The voice would just mutter back out, if you make it snow indoors
Again.
again, yes, thank you. So help me. I will convert your alcohol back into water.
No! Blasphemy against Ursus!
Heresy upon your Ursus! Heresy upon your liquor!
Alright.
How wouldn't that be a miracle?
Still need to outdrink Lucia.
Does
Somehow
anyone-
I can only.
Okay,
somehow
guys.
How-
Fucking
I'm not
maximum
saying that I don't want to keep going, but I am really fucking
Oh, yeah.
hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to cut out, guys. We're gonna call. I guess
Yeah,
we're
that's fair.
calling
I do,
early.
and I do actually have to be at the convention tomorrow by 10 to run something.
All right, bye, friends.
Mine is 11:11.
I thought Gencon. Wait a minute.
I have a run on Friday. I think Moon has something tomorrow.
I've got something throughout most of the weekend.
Ah, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Gen Con starts on Thursday. I'm a dumbass. I thought the 31st was Friday,
yes,
and we were just here early.
No, that's why we came in today.
I'm an idiot.
I planned this.
I'll
Sorry,
come and
I'll
pat your
go.
head in a minute.
I've got Helldivers tomorrow. All right, everybody say goodnight. I'll do the Helldivers announcement shortly. And then we can be off.
Good night.
No, you gotta do... I have been Lucia Blick. Normally, I'm also your camera girl, Fiora. However, the fact of the matter is we've been doing Theater of the Mind tonight because internet connection is poopy. Next.
Niesi doodle. Arital. Tehisaro. Fira non lustria. Or again, much as I introduced myself, my name is Doodle, and I play Tesseral, human of Lustria.
I have been Albion the Bard, joining you as Oscar Hertzsprung this evening. It's been lovely to play with you all, and I shall catch you all next week. Oh, terrible time for the raid. Oh no, we're raiding someone else. I'm tired. Yay.
We're fine. I'm just setting it up. We've got 60 seconds. Go.
and I'm Rental Aphid, and I've been playing your paranoid prophet, wandering silly wizard.
I'm Shiny Star, and I've been playing Sir Andre Morehire, noble knight of Bretonia. Pass the talking stick.
I'm Wenzabi, and I've been the voice of Cletus. Moon.
I've been Moon. I've been playing. Wait, I haven't been playing anything. I've been running. I'm Moon. I'm the GM. I've been running myself into. I mean,
Miaro's your self-insert. You're fine.
Anyway,
Squeak!
say goodnight, players.
Good
night,
night,
players.
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 Drop that hashtag in the
Goodnight.
chat when you land. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Helldivers tomorrow with Passionate. We're going to be doing charity stream, baby.
Nice.
Okay, Albion, get to bed.